Hello techies, welcome back to our tutorial Constructor Part 2. In our previous tutorial, we have seen what is no argument constructor and how our constructors are different from a normal method, right? So in this example, what we have done, we have provided a no argument constructor here, in which we have initialized the name and age property with our some default values, right? And when at the time of creation of this object we are able to get some default values and user here wanted to override these values, so user wants to provide his own set of values, so user can do this here by using setter methods. And then if we see the output of these program, so what we were getting here is the name at the first place and the age. So the name is Ramesh and age is 30. Now today we are going to discuss about the next version, which is a parameterized constructor. Parameterized constructor are the overloaded version of no argument constructor. So in Java we have two kind of constructor. One is no arg constructor and second is parameterized constructor. So what is parameterized constructor? In our this example, what we have done, like we are creating one object, and we have initialized these two properties of this class with our hard-coded values. So let's say Ashutosh and 25, and not every user wants these values every time, right? So what we can do is we can give user an option, right? So what we call it is parameterized constructor. Okay, and how it looks like, as we are saying that this is a overloaded version of default constructor or no arg constructor. So what we can do, we can get some values directly from the user. So let's say name and age, and we can assign user provided values to our object properties, right? So this we call parameterized constructor because we are defining some parameters, right? And we are using these parameter values to initialize our object parameter, our object properties, right? So now how to use parameterized constructor in the same way, right? What we have done here is we have initialized the object and we have provided name as Ramesh and age as 30. So now since we have the parameterized constructor, we can do this in a single step. So let's say I'm going to create another object. So let's say employee emp1 equals to new employee, right? And here what I can do in the same way, just like let's say Ramesh 1 and comma age, let's say 34, right? So what we have done, we have like we have done all these three steps in a single step, right? So we have defined name as Ramesh 1 and age as 34, which we were doing in three steps. Now we can do in single step, right? And if we want to print these values, so if I run this program again, so I can see here like, oh, okay, employee one, employee one. So if I run it again, I can see that Ramesh 1 and 34, right? So this is the parameterized constructor. And what if I want user like to always provide some initial values, right? I just don't want to do this. I don't want to allow user to create object with no values, right? So what I can do here is I can comment the no argument constructor here. Let's say if I commented this, so what happens here? It is started giving us error, right? Because there is no default constructor or no argument constructor exist anymore with this object. So this way we can force user to provide some initial values, right? And now whenever user is going to create new object, user always have to provide name and age. So we can create another we can create another parameterized constructor with only name and maybe some age as default, right? Or maybe age and some name as default. So that also we can do. So 3 4 combinations we can make here as with parameterized constructor. So guys, this was all about parameterized constructor. We will discuss some new topic in our next tutorial. So stay with us and please like and subscribe. Thank you.